fifth-year setter and once again female athlete of the year at Lakeland College, Ray Sigurdson, joins us for another segment on the couch. You now, as we kind of alluded to, will be coming back and you will be coaching instead of playing. So that obviously is exciting. How much have you talked about it, and how long did it take you to make that decision that I'm going to come and be involved with the team again?
Well, it started in December, actually, when Lakeland had first announced that they had signed a new partnership with Athabasca University and were offering like 19 new degrees or something. And Austin had sent Ani, Shelby, and I a text kind of saying, like, I know that maybe this is coming at the wrong time, but like I want you guys to know that you're a part of this, a part of the reason it's happening. And I remember like almost wanting to cry because I was like, how can this be happening, you know, after I'm done? And like, this is what I wanted when I was here. And like after my third year, when I switched into business, I spent 2 years in business. Not that I think that the last 2 years in business have been a waste. I've learned a lot and stuff, but it's definitely not my my direction that I'm going to go for. But so it kind of started then, and Austin, I don't know if it was a joke or like what, because it was over text, but it was kind of like, well, you could always come back and coach, you know, and finish your degree. And at first I was like, well, I'm not coming back here. Like, I've already been here for 5 years, you know, I kind of got to, you know, move on with my life and do other things. And then I started to think about it, and I had applied to the U of S and to the U of M back home, and the transfer process was just absolutely painful, and just trying to figure out, you know, like where I would have to start to keep going. So basically what would happen is I would have to take 2 years of my degree to finish it, because most universities want you to complete at least 50% of your degree with them, and I already have 50% of that done, maybe a little bit more when I took university transfer for 3 years. And then when I switched into business, I actually didn't realize how many of my business classes would transfer as electives into my science degree. So when I went to meet with the academic advisor, you know, just kind of see what was up, I actually am 75% done my degree, and it'll only take me 1 more year. So then I was kind of like, oh my God, like maybe I am going to come back. So then Austin and I started talking about, like, you know, the pros and the cons, and like the do's and the don'ts and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I just kind of decided that, you know, academically it's what's going to be best for me. I think like it'll be the fastest route, so then I can figure out what I'm going to do after that. And then I still get to be a part of the team, and, you know, without having a consistent assistant coach this year, like Vanda and Zach were around a lot, but they weren't there all the time. And kind of when we used to have Ryan Lang, he was around all the time and kind of could help us whenever we needed. And not having that this year didn't necessarily set us back, but it was definitely noticeable, especially for me, when we'd run individuals and we didn't have a coach, and then it was, you know, run by the players and stuff. So that's kind of going to be my role next year, which is really exciting, that I'll be able to be a part of that and, you know, pick up where Austin can't be around, right, because he's a teacher and stuff. So mostly being there for every practice. When he needs me, I'll even play in some practices, he said, maybe if he needs me to. And then, yeah, running individuals during the day in between classes for the girls and stuff. So
yeah, and just as to wrap things up really quickly, do you think, what do you think will be the feeling when you sit down for the first league match, sitting on the bench, as you've gone through what your role will be, but what that feeling will be like in terms of mentality? Like, will you have to shut off the, oh, if I was out there, I can do that better kind of thing? Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be one of those things that you won't know until it happens to you. And Austin and I have kind of talked about, you know, that it'll definitely be different for me. I might struggle with like some things, like probably when league starts, you know, when playoffs start, kind of those things. And I'm competitive by nature, so I don't think
as we all have witnessed.
I don't think that I will be able to necessarily shut that off. Like, I'll always want to win, and it'll be hard for me to not be able to be out on the floor and be a part of that. But I know that I'll be able to use my experience and like my volleyball smarts, should I say, to be able to help those girls to still win. So.
Well, we will be looking forward to watching you continue to grow and help other young women then help them grow as they begin and continue on with their athletic careers. Thanks again for stopping in, Ray. It's been a pleasure again to cover you for, I guess, 3 years now on my end, covering as a member of the media. And we still have plenty more left on Primetime Local News, so stick around.